Hello everyone and welcome to part 37 of this Amazon Bedrock Agent Core series. In our session today, we will learn how to work with batch evaluations. I have created playlists on my channel for Bedrock as well as Agent Core. As I create additional videos, I will have them added to these playlists. Both these URLs will be mentioned in the description of this video. Prerequisites for this lab are two. First, you need knowledge about agent core evaluations. Hence, if you do not know how evaluations work, please refer to part 34. The URL is mentioned right here at the bottom. Also, you will need logs, evaluation logs from part 36. So if you have already completed part 36 and you've not deleted your evaluation logs, you are good to go. But if you have not completed part 36, then you will need to complete this lab. Ensure that you run a few prompts, maybe 5 to 10 prompts, so that your evaluation logs have a few entries or few results that we can use for this particular lab. Both these URLs will be mentioned in the description of this video. Scenario for our lab today. So in part 36, we created an evaluation configuration. And this configuration was used to evaluate our agent against certain built-in evaluators. Of course, we reviewed these built-in evaluators via the evaluation logs as well as the evaluation dashboard. So we have already completed this. Now, in part 37, we will transition to batch evaluations. So what we will do is we will leverage our existing evaluation logs that from our part 36 that we ran earlier. And now we will use these logs to run a comprehensive batch evaluation. Most important thing, remember there are no code changes required for this particular lab. All that we are doing is we are working with our evaluation logs from part 36. So hopefully the scenario is crystal clear. All that we are doing is transitioning to batch evaluations. So in a step 1, if you have your logs from part 36, then you can simply go to that particular log group and we can use it for our batch evaluations. But if you have not completed part 36 or you have deleted that particular log and that log group, then you will have to deploy your part 36, execute a few prompts, right? Ensure that there's something in your evaluation logs, and then continue further ahead with this particular lab. So you have two options. I guess most people would be in this bucket. So I have already completed my part 36 and I have not deleted my evaluations log. In fact, I also redeployed it so that I can have fresh logs as well. But in any case, I have both of them now. But you just need one. In step 2, what we are going to do is we are going to create our batch evaluation, right? So let's go here. Now, where is, okay. Okay, I think I closed it. So let me now go here. Okay, console. So while this gets loaded, okay, there it is. So I'm going to go now to Agent Core. And we are going to go to evaluations. And over here, okay, why is it? was supposed to go to evaluations. I thought it went to evaluations. Okay. Okay, so here you have your batch evaluation, and you can see I've completed a few runs over here. So what we are going to do is we are going to click on create batch evaluation. And you can give whatever name that you like. Okay, so I'm going to say my batch eval. You can give any name that you like or evals. I'm going to select a few built-in evaluators. Remember that our part 36 does not work with tool evaluations. So I've selected approximately 9. Now, if you scroll down, you have an option to choose your data source. So there are two options. Either you could choose a log group. Now, typically this is done for an external agent, but you could also do this for an agent core agent as well. So now you can come over here and you can see different log groups for evaluations, right? So you can see all of them are right here. So I'm going to select one. If you want, you can add other log groups as well, right? So I can select this one, or these are some from some other runs for my previous agents. But here you will have to select a service name. So this is the one that I redeployed right now, my batch eval agent. So I'm going to select that. If you want to add any filters, for example, for your session ID or anything, you can certainly do that. Now, this particular log has 2 session IDs, hence it is giving me an option to filter on a session ID, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to delete this. And that's pretty much it. And we can click on create batch evaluation. And a batch evaluation will be created. So behind the scenes, it will start processing our evaluation logs. And it is going to continue further ahead. Now it's going to take some time. Okay, so please be patient. And you can see the different evaluators over here. It'll give you an average score, different evaluation sessions, sessions that were failed, sessions that were evaluated right here. So we will let this one continue. It's going to take some time, so just be patient. So another thing that we can do, and I'm going to open this in a separate tab while that one continues. So one of our batch evaluations is in progress over here. Now we will create another batch evaluation. Okay, and this type is, I'm going to call it another batch eval. And again, we will select a few evaluators over here. I'm going to select this one, harmfulness. But this time around, our data source is going to be different. So define with a runtime agent endpoint. You can see over here. So select an agent core agent endpoint from your runtime. Its corresponding CloudWatch log group will be selected. So at the end of the day, it is using the CloudWatch log group and proceeding further ahead. So let's say if I choose an agent, so this is my agent, my batch eval agent. This is the default endpoint, and you can see this is the CloudWatch log group. If you want to filter, you can filter. Again, you will see those two same session IDs over here as well. Okay, I'm going to delete this, and we can now create our batch evaluation over here. Now let's go and see if the previous one has finished. Okay, so batch evaluation was completed. 2 sessions were successfully evaluated. So you can see over here, evaluated sessions. Now, the reason why you are seeing 25 over here is because we had selected additional logs, but those logs were not for my agent, the agent that we selected at the bottom. But it only found 2 sessions for that particular agent, but it evaluated all of them. You can see none of these sessions have failed. This is the average score. And now you can see the different feedbacks at the bottom right here. So this is how you create a batch evaluation. Now, hopefully this one is also completed or still in progress. Okay. Now, while this proceeds further ahead, another thing that you can do is you can see this compare button on the top. And that's why I had some existing runs over here. What you can do is you can compare your batch evaluation. So let's say for the same agent, if you have had multiple versions or variations, then you can certainly compare the batch evaluations as well. So again, this one got completed. And now you can see the scores and the sessions and the corresponding scoring and feedback as well over here. So lowest scores, highest scores, all of that feedback is available. So now if I click on compare, you will see, and it is still considering that this is in progress. So hold on. Let me refresh this page. Okay, so we can use compare button on either of the two batch evaluations, but I just want to ensure that it has been refreshed and does not consider that this is still being evaluated when this has truly completed successfully. So now if you click on compare, you will see that you can compare your batch evaluations. So I'm probably going to select all of them so that we have some substantial data to compare. Okay, so these are the different batch evaluations. Click on compare. And now you can see the different comparisons between the different batch evaluations. So how instruction following, what is, an average for response relevance, goal success rate, and the rest of the other built-in evaluators. Now, if you scroll down over here, you see a very colorful comparison between the different evaluations, the batch evaluations that we selected. And again, like you can go and you can hover over it to see what it means, right? And plus over here, you can see evaluator score distribution. So you can see where the score mostly lands. So over here, you can see most of the scores are between 0.67 to 1.0. This is for instruction following, for harmfulness, for faithfulness, goal success rate. So for goal success rate, you can see the scores are lower right here, right? So right here, scores are lower over here. For helpfulness, you can see most of the scores are here in this particular column where my mouse is. So this is how you can go about doing comparisons. So this is also possible. So if you have your, evaluation logs from different runs, from different agents, and you want to compare them, you can certainly use this particular feature. So this is pretty much how you go about creating batch evaluations. This is currently in preview, as you can see, right? So it's currently in preview, but it is helpful. You can go, you can, look at your logs. You can use your previous logs. You can use logs of non-agent core agents as well, and use that for comparison over here. And it gives you a decent, comparison as to what the previous log had versus what your current log has. And you can look at the success rates across all the built-in evaluators. So guys, this is it for today. This was one of the simplest labs. No code changes, nothing. And it's a nice little, feature that you can certainly use and basically evaluate your agents or multiple versions of your agents as well. So this is it from me today. Do post your comments and thank you for watching this session. Take care. Bye-bye.